my dear Gemini, this is a love reading, a prediction for the month of November with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. I hope you like the new Scorpio display with both death and transformation as a theme, suitable for Scorpio season. As an extended member to the channel, you will get these readings ahead of time and with no ads. And I'm also doing spiritual growth readings for all the members to the channel every week and personal questions readings for the full members. Subscribe and then check out the many perks through the join button that will appear, or follow the link in the description box to learn more about membership. And I can recommend that you rewatch the previous love reading for October, because that's the energy right now, and this will be the prediction for November. And I will start reading your cards, and I use the Golden Universal Tarot. When I open your deck here, I see the Hermit together with Knight of Cups. So I'm kind of seeing someone is being still in love with you, but you probably feel like you are on a different levels in the relationship, that maybe you can't engage with them, and because you feel as maybe they are immature, or they don't get you, or they don't want to grow together with you. I feel like this person wants a light-hearted, easy relationship, and you might want to, you know, go to the depths and the roots and really fix problems in the relationship for real. Or maybe you're even tired of fixing the problems and have given it up altogether. Okay, so I call the Divine with Love and Light. And here we have the Five of Cups together with the Knight of Cups in the reversed. So it's like this person is coming and checking out what is it, what is happening with you, why are you not content in the relationship, or what did I do wrong, or how wasn't I able to please you? But you are more preoccupied here with looking at what was lost, or what they did, or what they said that gave you this bad taste of the whole relationship and the whole situation. Okay, so I call the four archangels in the four corners of the world, and here we can see that you're almost chasing them off with their love here that they hold for you. So you might freak them out with harsh words, or you know, being cold and cutting, or something else similar to this. Okay. Maybe you think that it's too little too late with what they have to offer, or that they don't understand you anyway. It's that kind of vibration. So 6 elements. And here we have the Moon together with this little Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Knight of Cups in the reversed. And this is connected also to the Hermit card. This is 18. 1 plus 8 is 9, which is the Hermit number. And so it's like they can just watch with you being very unhappy with the situation, with the relationship, with your life, with yourself. I'm thinking you are growing as we speak. Things are happening to you internally. It's about personal growth, spiritual growth, facing one's wound, and not wanting to, you know, be caught up in the same loop over and over for the rest of your life. You want change. You want to do the real deep work. It might also be that you're a tad bit depressed, and you can't appreciate the people around you at this time because you're too tired and too irritable. Okay, so 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Gemini viewers. So I want my dear Gemini to have love in their life and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. Okay, so I'm just going to tune in here for a few seconds to you, the person most on your mind, and your relationship in November. This is the new bottom of the deck, and we have Three of Swords, so heartbreak. This is something that I feel that you're causing in this moment because you don't feel happy with anything in your relationship. But it's all right because it wants you to connect to a deeper hurt that hasn't been sorted through. So you're longing for facing this. It's real and it should be followed. Maybe it's very hard for other people to understand you right now, what you're going through. And this is the old bottom of the deck, and we have a King of Wands here. I'm getting the feeling that the other person that now are in this Page of Cups kind of mood, Knight of Cups kind of mood, has been more judgmental and more like a know-it-all before in the relationship. And this might have been one of the ingredients that drew you to feeling this hopeless. But it's actually of you taking in this energy a little bit and scrutinizing your life and seeing what's worth to continue working on and building on and what's not. So someone has used this kind of energy upon you, and eventually you came back with it with a Seven of Wands that we saw, and now you own it because probably you didn't want to be the victim of this kind of scrutiny, or like you should do that and you shouldn't feel like this, you should think like this and do like that. And eventually you said, screw it, I'm doing things in my own way, and now I'm sorting out everything that doesn't feel good for me. So I think that needed to happen, but it doesn't have to be the end of everything. Okay, so this will be the situation that we have in this relationship, and this is the feeling level and the bonds between you two. And next will be your behaviors and attitudes, and also outcome for November. So we'll start with the situation, and it's the Six of Swords in the reverse. So it's definitely a problem that you haven't been able to solve together in a friendly manner. Maybe your partner was neglecting you and looking down at the problem, and it didn't affect them, so they didn't take it seriously or wasn't bothered by it. And you felt really betrayed or abandoned, and like they didn't understood you at all, and they didn't. So then you decided to not engage anymore, and now they feel like, oh, what's happened? Why did you react like this? And what's wrong with you? And how can I help you? But it's I'm feeling like you're very irritable at this moment, and they didn't want to solve things with you before, so why would they want to solve things with you now? So it's a little bit bitter, but it's fine. Okay, so this is what's on your mind with the person most on your mind. And we have the Moon card here. Things feels off. Things doesn't feel right. You might have suspected things about this person. You might be not really trusting them fully, thinking that they might have screwed you over in different ways and in different circumstances. And they didn't want to talk about it, or they didn't want to deal with it or face it. They just acted like you were a lunatic or crazy, or just came with accusation, and they were just like judging you with this King of Wands kind of know-it-all attitude. So it must have bugged you a great deal. And this is what's on their mind with you, and they think like you had such a good thing going. What happened with you? Or why did it go away? They don't understand because they didn't have these emotions that you had, and they weren't able to see the situation that you were in. They weren't able to bring up empathy enough to put themselves in your shoes or understand your predicament, or they couldn't just understand you because they weren't able to see things your way or understand the logic behind it all. So now they're a little bit baffled. They thought that it was you and them for foreseeable time and maybe forever, and now they see that it's almost like you don't want anything to do with them, so they are surprised, I would say. Okay, and this is the bond between you two, and we have a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So I feel like this is you, how you tried before. This is Virgo energy. The Hermit that we saw in the beginning is also Virgo energy. So it shows how you had this nurturing and kind of like you talked maybe soft spoken voice and came with like ideas. Could this be it? Could that be it? But you were kind of voted down with clarity and like power. So now you feel like, okay, so what I gave or my ideas or my take on things wasn't worth anything. So you stopped giving what you gave. And I think this was the whole pillar of the relationship, what you gave. And it was also what made this person very happy in the relationship. But as we have seen, probably they didn't appreciate it enough. Okay, so this is your feelings towards them. And we have a 5 of Pentacles. So you feel very humiliated in this situation, not respected, not dignified. It's as if you don't matter, or your feelings doesn't matter, or your opinion doesn't matter, or how you feel about certain situation, or your judgment, it doesn't matter. So you feel like you're invisible to this person. And this is their feelings. And we have a Page of Wands. So I agree with you that it's probably too little too late. Like here they are a little bit curious, we can talk about it, but they have no clue still, like the whole the whole world that's beyond this, and the hours or years that you have spent thinking about this. So they are just like it happened, they are like a newborn baby to this. They really haven't paid attention, or you didn't make them listen. So this is kind of news to them, or they didn't understand that it was like so serious for you. So here, of course, they're curious to make it better or to understand you, but it's just a little Page of Wands. So I'm feeling like a freshness that it's first now they understand, and they are like positive also. You are not positive at all. They think like, this must be easy to solve. I don't think you will agree, okay? They think it's a minor problem because they haven't seen the dignity of this problem before, and again they are kind of downplaying the importance of this by taking it so easy. Okay, so this is your behaviors and attitudes. We have the High Priestess in the reverse, and this is what happens when we don't feel dignified by other people. We draw from them, and we don't share our feelings, our worldview, our hopes and dreams or anything with them. We're just like a closed book. So a hermit crab in a closed book is what you have become in this relationship. You don't want to share yourself, and you're keeping your secret. You're keeping your feelings to yourself. You're keeping your plans to yourself. You don't want to give them another chance to laugh at you or humiliate you, or to be clueless about what it is that you have been going through or what you are trying to communicate. Okay. And this is their behaviors and attitudes. And we have the Empress in the reverse. So it's just they wonder what happened to you. Why do you have this big black cloud over your head? And what happened to their person that it's like their cow has run out of milk, and they wonder what happened. Like, should they have given better food, or maybe taking it in when the stormy night that last week? What happened? What made it go dry, this cow? And the cow has suffered, it didn't get enough food, and it was out in the stormy nights, and it got really scared and felt really abandoned while the farmer was sitting inside their house along with the fire. And it's first when the milk doesn't come that the farmer is like, oh shit, do we have a problem here? But I guess the cow in itself didn't communicate enough either. It could have, spoken up, standed with the gate and just bar for a very long time, moo, like this. Okay, so sorry for the cow metaphor, but it's really on your side. The cow is valuable here. The farmer is just a parasite. Okay, so in this fairy tale. The outcome for November is disappointment. Like whatever this person does, you are going to be disappointed because everything they do is too little. They can't comprehend the whole dignity, like the whole picture of this situation. They can't understand it or put themselves in your shoes. It's like they have this little thing that they are looking through, and it's they're just seeing like what's good for them or positive for them, or like what's simple for them. Okay, we take the cow in and we warm it up now, and tomorrow it can go out again and it will give more milk. So they want an easy solution here, and there's no easy solution because this have gone too far. Okay, so I will try to see what possibilities we have with this little page of wands. What can it accomplish when it comes to this relationship? Runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. So they are running from problems, they are running from your words, they are running from their own insights. Here they are now ready to listen, but it's only 4 or 5 minutes, then they will run away from their responsibilities again. And then clarifying the 5 of Pentacles here. Self-indulgence. Focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. So the High Priestess here and this here. It shows that it's time for you to not give anymore to other people, like this is over, and to give to yourself. She's a little bit like a camel in the desert. She can go for miles without, the farmer paying any attention. She takes care of herself, and she has a lot of riches inside of her that she can help herself survive until the next, trying to figure out the name for oasis, probably. Oasis in the desert. So until then, she will live on her own like her own things and not needing anything from the farmer here. So what does the farmer wish to say? I want to find someone new. Yeah, they want to find someone that can give milk. So they're not very invested in this situation. I think this person has some kind of, like they have a big, it's like the whole life is a big hole, and they can only look through in their life through this little opening where they don't see everything else that's so awful. So for them, when there's problem in a relationship, it's not about solving the problem, it's about finding someone new. It's a very simple person. They don't want to go to the depths because they know what's in the depths. This is what's in the depths. And you went to the depths, you went to the abyss, you looked down, and this is what you found. You realize that this person isn't, totally in this relationship, or aren't putting in the same effort as do you. So what do you want to say? Not enough feelings to continue this relationship. You feel as they don't love you enough, and I can agree with you. They have been able to get a lot of love out of you, but their own effort, it's more like they are surprised that they are not getting the love that they always got, and they want to, turn off the tap water again, or the milk, so that they can get it again, but they are not really invested in you, and that's not personal to you. It has to do with their limited worldview, that if they look outside, if they try to start to work on themselves, they are scared of what they will find, and they are probably not as strong as you that can face this kind of darkness. They might need to kill themselves instantly if they feel this kind of pain that you have been feeling for a very long time. They wouldn't be able to withstand that, so they are limiting what they're allowing themselves to see or comprehend. Okay, so this is the outcome for this relationship from a divine point of view. Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. So I'm thinking it's about seeing the truth about this situation and kind of letting it go. That you have seen the truth. This person has very little capacity to fulfill another person's needs. It has nothing to do with you. Very little to do with what you are worth, or how much love you are worthy of. It's more about that you probably were kind of letting yourself into this situation. You lived off crumbs from the rich man's table and thought that that was okay. It was never okay. And now you finally figured that out. It might have taken you a while, but at least you got that knowledge now. So this is advice for you. Chaos and conflict. 33. So it's going to be a little bit chaotic from now on, but chaos is in the neighborhood of the divine. So see here. Misery, being at cross purpose with one another, the tension of opposite, the value of chaos before order. Stubbornness is keeping you in a state of opposition. I'm thinking this person's stubbornness to refuse to see further along than their own nose is reaching. Okay, the incessant need to be right will only serve to prolong the conflict that deep down you want to be resolved, because they don't want to admit to anything, because then they need to give more time and more effort to the cow, and they just want the milk and for free or for as little effort as possible. This is an opportune moment to learn about your values, your sense of self, what's really important to you. And some things are non-negotiable. If that's true, it's not necessary to fight. Can you find a way through the stormy emotions to higher ground? Soon the air will clear and you will be in much better place than before, for the storm will have passed, blazing a path for new growth in its wake. Things can become electric and enlightened, always better than before, if you use this time constructively. I think what you can learn from this situation is to not fight so hard for someone that doesn't fight particularly hard for you. And it was probably an expensive lesson, but now when you have learned that, don't spend more time with people that doesn't invest in the relationship. If they don't invest, it means that they take you for granted. So in the future, don't build upon these relationships. Let them go. It doesn't matter how hunky the guy is or how beautiful the girl is or how much in love you are. It's of very little consequence if it costs you this much. You haven't got anything from this relationship. You gave a lot, but you didn't get anything. So now with a big loss of energy, you have to build up your life again. So be more careful next time with whom you are getting together with. Like scrutinize them, see for watch red flags and see to that it's a really good person. Test them a little bit and see what they are about. If they run away as soon as there's problem, that's not the person for you. Okay. So I would urge you to watch what do they want to happen between you two to get more information about this situation, or their true thoughts and feelings. To learn more, at my first channel page, you will find a playlist for your astrological sign where you can watch all the latest readings for your specific sign in one single playlist. On the end screen, you will see the link to that playlist, so go and check it out. Thank you for watching and take really good care until next time, and bye for now.